Hi, just going to do a video on some thoughts I have today, Tuesday the 25th of October 2022. Disclaimer, my thoughts and opinions, not the facts person. Please don't sue, because they're just my opinions and I'm entitled to them. Am I not? We live in a democracy, do we not? And also I swear. So Tuesday the 25th of October. My question, I'm going to cover a few topics here. My question though, overall, is have they switched on the Hardon Collider? Because I feel like I've woken up in an alternate reality today. First off, Rushi Sunak is now our Prime Minister. Now, I just stood and watched, laid down actually, and watched his speech outside number 10. And I'd like to run it past you because it sounded a bit dodged to me. He said, right, you know, it's flounce, words. He's very charismatic, which is troublesome. It's like bothersome. Do you know what I mean? When we're used to like buffoons, like Truss and Johnson, it's like to have somebody slimy and charismatic. Not slimy, it's charismatic. I'm not going to give him a chance. Give him a chance. As Sunak, it was quite weird. But he was there and saying words and sounding convincing. Oh, Sunak wave. Has he got a twitch? And he just stood on the phone going, like he's conducting a band, or I don't know. Anyways, and then he said, I'm not leaving this to our children. Our children, like our children are in the same position as Mr. Multimillionaire's children, but our children, our grandchildren. Now, this is something I say. I refuse to leave this world for my children and my grandchildren the way that I found it. Whilst I've got something that I want to say, any way that I can help for this to make sense to people so that we can come together and change this, I'm going to do that. No matter how many friends and family members it loses me, no matter how much hatred it brings upon my head, and no matter how many insults, I will use my words to help the good of the all and to help us all to leave this world for our children a better place than we found it. So he started saying, I'm not going to leave this for our children and our grandchildren. And I thought, yeah, he's talking my language. And he said, I'm not going to leave them in this much debt. Now, I'm sure that the majority of people out there believe that we're in debt. But ultimately, who the fuck are we in debt to? Well, the fact of the matter is the banks. And the reason that we're in debt to the banks is because the banks made up a monetary system, said this all belongs to us and we'll let you have some of it. Now, just to core principles, core beliefs, never been proved wrong yet. Can't see it happening. The only two things that money can equate to ever physically, it's not how it works. We pay out for all sorts of random invisible crap now. But physically, tangibly, the only two things that can represent are earthly resources and manpower. The things on the planet and the people on the planet to do things with those things. They're the only two quantifiable physical things that you could buy with money. And basically, the banks said, we're going to say all of that is ours. We're going to attach numbers to them. We're going to lend it out to people, then they will pay back. So we've always got the lion's share of everything. And basically, they'll give us back more. They'll give us interest on it. We're fucking rolling in it. Basically, we work for the banks. It's simple. It's really simple when you break it down. That's why it's been overcomplicated, so that we can't break it down to its simplest form and realise we've been shafted from the get-go. Anyways, so he's saying we're going to put reducing our debt at the top of our things to do, our to-do list is going to be pay back our debt. So what he is actually saying, correct me if I'm wrong, what he's actually saying is we're going to make sure we pay the bankers their money first, and we're going to say we're doing it for you. I'm doing it for your children and your grandchildren. I am paying these bastards up here their money that they invented and don't physically fucking own, because they are no better than us. They just have some fucking secrets that they're not prepared to share anyways. Basically, he's saying we're going to pay them back first, and we're going to do that saying that that's the best thing for you. I'm going to give the money to the rich people saying that it's for the benefit of the poor people. Like I say, tell me if I've read that wrong. Like, I'm happy to put my hand up and say when I'm wrong. Right? So yeah, while he's delivering this speech, and I thought it was quite telling, there were no MPs out the front. He literally delivered this speech just to the journalists, just to the yes men, to the people who are paid to be there and act the way that they're meant to act. So whether the MPs would have said, not on my watch, mate, fuck off, not on your Nelly, not my Prime Minister, I don't know. Or whether they would have just not clapped and by their silence would have told us what we need to know, I don't know. But I could hear what we needed to know, because out the side, you've got, apparently, like on this news thing, they're doing updates, and it's like, Rishi's come out to shouts of get Rushi out. He's not even in yet. And that's the thing. They don't want him in now, right? So there's all this angry jeering and booing from the gates. And loud as you fucking please, I predict a riot. To be fair, I'm kind of predicting one myself, to be fair. Because there are a lot of people in this country who just A, have had enough of the Tories, and B, dare I say it, there are a lot of people that don't like Indians. Like, even though our country is so culturally diverse, there are even Indians who don't like Indians, as has been viewed in Leicester recently, with just two factions of different Indians fighting. It's like, who knows what his religious beliefs are. If it's a Christian, he might get kicked in by the Sikhs and the Muslims. You don't fucking know. But I can't see it going down well, because we didn't fucking vote for him. I answered a poll this morning. Do you think there should be a general election, as we've had 3 prime ministers in as many months? And 89% said yes. But of course, we're not the ones with the voice, are we? It's up to the Tories. Which Tory leads us? And the richest of them is the one that's now in power. What could possibly go wrong? In other news, right, you can switch off now if you were just listening to the political shit. In other news, Ollie London has decided to become a man again. He's detransitioning because he's been picked up by American politics, speaking the most sense that he's ever spoken. He's like, boys wear dresses. No, girls, there are girls that are tomboys. There are boys who play with Barbies. I don't mean to say you should have their diddlies changed over. And I'm 100% with him. Doing this to a child that's prepubescent is sick, in my personal opinion. Again, opinions, right? It is. It's sick. I dressed as a boy most of my young life, because I was when I was little, my mum dressed me like a girl, big style girl, ribbons, bows, pigtails. And when I hit teenage, I rebelled. I started dressing like a lad, suits, ties, bother boots. Loved it, right? Always thought of myself. Always used to. I've stopped it now because it's in fashion now. And nah, always used to call myself. I always used to say that I thought I was a gay man born in a woman's body. Now, and this is the way I've always described myself, right? Now, if I was born in this generation I'd be fucked up in the head, because I wouldn't be able to just think these things and go about my daily life. I'd be having to change and fuck that. I want to be masculine when I want to be masculine and feminine when I want to be feminine. You know what I mean? Drag queens have it the right way. They can be both. Do you know what I mean? I'm probably going to piss somebody off by having opinions, even though I consider myself on that spectrum. Still going to piss somebody off. Anyway, Ollie London, as you know, spent hundreds of thousands of pounds to try and look like Jimin from, I keep saying Jimin. Jimin, is it Jimin? Oh! Yeah, so I've been following him for a couple of years, and his journey to become Jimin. And he came out and said, I'm non-binary, my pronouns are they, them, and Jimin. Right? And I've heard notes since then. And I follow him. Everything he does, I watch. Except TikTok. Refuse to download TikTok. But yeah, on YouTube he said nothing about transitioning into a woman. He just said he wanted surgery to look more feminine. Never said he was becoming a woman. Never wanted to change his pronouns to she, her. But now he's come out, taking all the hair off. Looks like he's had hairline surgery, to be fair. Looks a little bit like an action man, bless him. Yeah, he's detransitioned. He was a female for 6 months. Again, didn't say so on YouTube. Didn't say call me a woman. Just said I want to look like a female. Not I want to be a female. And surely if you're transitioning, you have to become that person, not just look a bit like it. Anyways, he's detransitioning because he's been picked up. So he's got a new platform, and literally, let's just hope somebody doesn't come from the other side with a more lucrative offer. Fingers crossed, because he is actually speaking some sense at the minute, because we need to leave our children alone to just be fucking children. Remember that? Remember when children could just be children? Nostalgia. So yeah, Ollie London's decided to become, and he's wearing a suit. Ollie London in a suit. Literally, I've never seen him wear a suit ever. Like literally, or the female equivalent of when he was I don't know. Did he wear a suit that time? I don't know. Anyways, it looked funny, but it looked adorable. Bless him. I was just wanted to eat him up. It's like, oh, let's hope he's got it right now. But what with that and Rishi Sunak and what we're about to, whatever the fuck is about to go on, whether it be a riot or not, it's going to be a hoot. I'll tell you that much. But I feel like I've woken up in an alternate universe. And have they switched the Hardon Collider on? Because something's weird. Anyways, I'll leave you with those thoughts, and I shall speak to you soon. Good luck, everybody. Stay safe out there. Bye.